Hello, I hope you all are doing great. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I wanted my first video to be a bit personal. I wanted to talk about my freelance journey, how I started and all of those. So yeah, let's get started. So I started when I was 16. It was last year around November, December when I decided to learn something new, and thank God Saheli launched her course. It was Freelance 101 Academy by obviously the one and only Saheli Chatterjee, and I'm so grateful I decided to invest in the course because I had zero idea about freelancing. I did try before the course, but it did not work out for me. And the course basically kickstarted my whole journey, and I'm going to make a whole different video out of it, like a different review video, because this is what the channel is going to be about. I consume a lot of content and I kind of enroll myself into a lot of courses, a lot of webinars. I buy a lot of ebooks, so I'm like, why not review these, right? So I'm 17 right now. It's been around 6 months. It's been around 8 months actually. It's been around 8 months, and it is my business and I'm so proud of it. I've heavily reinvested in my business. As I told, I do a lot of one-on-one consultations as well. I don't let my problems compound. It's such a big no. You need to figure out where you're stuck and you need to solve it. That's it, because you have to be accountable in freelancing. There's no one spoon feeding you. There's no boss. You are your own boss, and it may sound appealing. This whole sentence, you are your own boss, is very appealing, but it's hard. Trust me, it's going to be hard. Freelancing is not easy, but I realized that getting your first client is the hardest. But then when you get the confidence, when you get the first client, you get the first paycheck, it's going to be easy. It's going to be a hell lot easier. So yeah. A few things you need to do if you want to start out freelancing is definitely make a portfolio, create an about page, about section, and then your unique selling proposition, and then add in at least minimum of 3 samples. If possible, try add 5. It totally depends. But again, make a portfolio if you want to start freelancing. There's so many videos on YouTube. You don't even need any kind of investment when you're starting your own freelance business. You definitely need a portfolio, and I would really suggest, if you're going for at least content writing, download LinkedIn. And it has helped me a lot. Even if you're not into freelancing, definitely download LinkedIn. It has helped me so much. It is the best platform for networking and even getting jobs, part-time jobs, remote jobs if you're not into freelancing. It is an amazing platform, and people don't use it. I don't know why. If you're a student, definitely download LinkedIn. You'll get a lot of internship opportunities as well. So yeah, definitely download LinkedIn and optimize the LinkedIn profile. So I'll leave a link to a blog down below. It will help you optimize your LinkedIn profile. So yeah, what I kind of did was content writing is pretty replaceable, right? So you can package a lot of skills. You can package maybe like graphic designing, content writing, copywriting, package a lot of skills, right? In that way, it will kind of get hard to replace you, right? And another thing is, when I started out, I used to think so much about the end result. What if I don't get a client? What if I don't get the payment? What if I fail? What if I cannot continue it? What if freelancing gets very saturated? Stop worrying so much. This is what I would say, stop worrying so much. I used to worry so much, and I still do, but just start. Give it a try. Why not? There's nothing to lose. You need zero investment in this business, and that's the best thing. Just try it out. Create a portfolio, create your own LinkedIn account, That's all you need. Always make sure to make the pitch about them, your client, and not you. Stop saying I do this, I do that, I do this. Your clients don't care about you. They care about the value you're going to provide, the services you're going to provide, and that is what matters. What are they going to get if they invest in you? So definitely don't make the pitch about you. Make it about them, your client. One of the biggest problems I was facing was managing both my schoolwork and my client work, or even personal branding. Like, I'm filming this late at night after I'm done with my client work, right? And it kind of gets hard, but try out calendar blocking. It has helped me like crazy. And calendar blocking has kind of helped me to understand where I'm wasting my time, where I'm putting a lot more time than usual. So it kind of gives you an idea where you spend your time, right? And always use a to-do list. But again, I use a physical to-do list. I write it down. And if I don't make a to-do list, I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget it. Like 110% sure I'm going to miss a practical, and then I'm going to get a 0. Because I forget all my school work. I don't really forget my client work, but I forget my school work. And like, people ask me, how do you manage school and freelancing? The thing is, I just study the night before the exam or around that time only. I don't really study before, and I think it works out. Touch wood, it works out. But this is how I do. Just prioritize. I'll again recommend you to watch Ankur Warikoo's course on time management, something like that. It's pretty good. It's good. That'll kind of help you understand if your task is urgent or important, or urgent but not so important. It kind of gives you an overall idea, so you can definitely check it out. Really have a plan, and it's totally okay to not have a plan when you're starting out. But when I wanted to scale my business, I needed a plan. I needed a structure. I needed to understand what I want from freelancing, right? What are my goals? And I realized when I was hiring, and it was such a messed up situation. After I got my, I think, third client, the quality of work I was creating or producing was kind of going downhill. And I could understand it. That is when I realized I needed to hire someone. I needed to outsource my projects. I needed help. And currently I'm kind of building a team. And I never knew hiring was going to be this hard. But it's going good. And yeah, that's that. And always set income goals. I always monthly set income goals, which I have to hit. Because managing so many clients is hard. So set small goals, prioritize each and every client, give it a try, give freelancing a try. I won't say it is easy, but it is fun. I like working. People don't believe me, but I really like working on the projects, because generally I work on like fintech and stock market, cryptocurrencies, mostly all of these, and edtech sometimes as well. So I really like researching about these topics. And one thing I would just suggest you is, whenever you consume content, go for courses, workshops, just implement the strategies. Don't store them. I implemented very, very late, and I could have started freelancing much before, but I never took it seriously. I never implemented the strategies. I consumed a lot of content, but I did not implement it. Please implement the content you're consuming. I hope so you like this video, because I did not really script it, nor did I plan it. But I'm going to come up with some amazing content, hopefully. And I'm going to be consistent this time, and I'm very excited. So yeah, I hope so you like this video. If you did, you know the drill. Like, share, comment, and I'll meet you in my next video. Bye bye.